Okay, yeah, thank you. So how's everybody doing? How are y'all? How's preparation going on? Yeah, if you want to send me a personal text, you can send it to Chaitra, the host Chaitra. Whereas if you want to send the I'm sharing my screen by using this reflections ID. Whereas you can send me a personal message if you want to Chaitra. Okay, yeah. So yes, tell me, how's your preparation going on? How's the Josh? Tell me, everybody. Anybody is feeling low? Now today, like today in the morning, when you saw the quote posted by Vivekananda sir, it was 25 days. Now the 25th day is over and you just have 24 days for the D-Day. So, so what are your emotions? What are your feelings? Just tell me. Okay, Ramya says not enough. Shweta says, hi, very good, Shweta. Yeah, this is how you have to be. Others, please respond. Chaitanya. Chaitanya is not getting words. Okay, Manohar says going on good swing, ma'am. Very good, Manohar. Yeah, Sakshi. Okay, so Sakshi, you're shivering or what's that, Sakshi? Mixed feelings. Okay, fine. Yeah. So yes, I know how it feels. I can totally relate with your feelings at this particular point of time. Okay, ABR says very low. Pranay says going good. Okay, good, Pranay. Why ABR? You should not think that way now, because this is not the time to let your mental status to take you towards your failure. I repeat my sentence. Somebody please mute yourselves. Yeah. So yes, so now you have reached that particular stage where you should not let your mental status to become a reason for your failure. You can write this statement now itself in your notebook. If you're having a notebook with you, you can write this statement now itself. You just paste it in your wall, or paste it on your wall in your room, that your mental status should not become a reason for your failure now. This is where most of the students fail, even before giving their exam, even before entering the examination hall. It is this particular days where the students fail. Do you really want to be one among these students? Tell me. How many of you want to cross this barrier? And how many of you still want to think think low, or think like get all these mixed feelings? Yes, Sakshi says want to cross this. Kaveri, it's good. Yeah, good, Kaveri. Okay, Sakshi has become emotionless. Exactly. So you have to cross this, because everybody now, every student now, whoever is going to give the prelims is at the same point. Everybody is having the same feeling, the same fear of failure, same thing. But are they stopping here itself? How are the rankers getting ranks? Because they are crossing these barriers of mental status. They're crossing this mental barrier of fear of failure. So just think that you can do this. You can definitely do this. When all the others are doing, why can't you? Even you can do this. If at all you're facing this fear of failure, then it itself means that you're failing even before entering the examination hall. Don't let this happen to you. You still have 24 days. You have done a lot till today. And if you can revise, if you can stay calm and revise in this 24 days, you will definitely clear the cutoff. You will see who is going to stop you from clearing the cutoff. Don't let you yourself be the reason for your prelims failure. Because on the exam day of prelims, after writing the exam, you will feel bad for not revising, for feeling tensed in these 24 days. So don't let that happen. After this class, you sleep peacefully, and from tomorrow morning onwards, just let every energy pass through every artery of you, every nerve of you, every vein of you. Now, don't think that I'm using all medical terms. Okay, all these are common terms. So let energy pass through every cell of you, and see the difference, how we are going to revise very, very quickly. Okay. Yeah, ABR says because not increase my marks in test. ABR, see, until 9 o'clock on June 5th, everything is a learning process. This is not only for ABR, this suggestion is for everybody. Until you enter the gates of your prelims examination hall at 9 o'clock, everything is a learning process. till that moment, till that second of entering the gate, you will be a learner. So don't get depressed by your marks in mock test. Mock tests are they are meant to make you feel low and prepare more. Whereas none of the questions from mock test are going to come directly in your UPSC exam. They are all going to be indirectly asked. And only when your presence of mind is calm, only then you can attempt all these questions in a proper way. As I keep on telling you, 50% of the answer lies in the question itself. And you can identify this only when you maintain calmness in the examination hall. Okay. Is this okay, Bia? Yeah. So now let's begin today's session. Yeah. So it's going to be a very good session. So please pay attention, and I'm just going to take some time of yours in this session. So this is the session on how to approach different subjects differently and effectively in the remaining 24 days. Now, remember this, that you have 24 days. And 24 days is not a small number of days. Don't think that it is, we just have less than 1 month. We don't even have 1 month. No, 24 days means just calculate in the form of number of hours you have, number of minutes you have. And every minute, every hour is important from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so don't take this lightly. The next one is, yeah, see, first an important aspect is stop feeling anxious. Stop feeling anxious. This is the first thing you have to do. Do not feel tensed, because see, you have already done a lot till today. Yes or no? Yes or no? Give me a big yes or a big no. I'll see how many of you are confident. What I'm saying is you have already done a lot till today. Yes or no? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. See, I'm seeing many number of responses here. Very good. Yes. So now when you have done so much till today, why are you not confident? Think that, as I told you, if you stay calm in your examination hall, you will definitely do well. Okay, so first of all, stop feeling tensed. Stop feeling tense. Even if you get around 10 marks in your mock test, you will learn. You will learn for the rest of 190 marks. Even if you get 10 marks, you have to learn 190 marks. If at all you get any question indirectly from these mock tests, then you should not fail to answer it in your prelims examination hall. This is what should be your mindset, not about the marks. Shall I give you a tip? You attempt the test, but do not count the marks. You see how many you're getting right, how many you're getting wrong, but do not count the marks. Think that every question is a learning point to you. Okay, do this, and this will definitely help you. Do not count the marks. It will definitely have a positive psychological impact on your mind. Okay, yeah. So one is stop feeling anxious. The second one is do not study new things or new concepts at this point of time. Now, genuinely tell me, how many of you have started reading anything for the first time? Anything, be it anything. Take any polity aspect, take any modern India history aspect. If you take revolt, 1857 revolt, or you take any ancient history, culture document. So genuinely tell me, how many of you have started reading for the first time? Are you sitting with any book for the first time? No, Sakshi says anything in the solution of test, not any book. Okay. While revising the test papers, some small topics. Yes, Supracha, you can do that. While revising the test papers, you can do it. Yes. Art and culture. Okay. Okay, Fayaz. Okay, Ramya, culture PDF. Okay. So, okay, fine. Culture, if you have started doing it for the first time, then what you do is, okay, I'll come to this point in the later aspects of today's discussion. Chaitanya says, but some new points are coming in test, ma'am. Yes, so learn those as new facts only, Chaitanya. As Supraja was saying that while revising the test, she's getting back to those topics. So read only those topics. Okay. Manohar said maybe it's new from test synopsis, ma'am. Okay. So all of you are on the same point that while revising your test, if at all you find any new points, you're getting back to the subject. Then that's totally fine. But confine yourself to those topics only. Okay. Yeah, PR say the baby are current PTs. Okay. PR Vision PT 365. Okay, fine. Yeah. So this is second one. Do not study new things or new concepts at this point of time. This is strictly a very big no to this particular point. Next one is you have to differentiate subjects and prioritize them. Now, what is meant by differentiating subjects? Now you have arrived at that point of time where you have to not go with rapid revision, but it should be rapid revision. Did you understand? Shall I write it down here? Okay, I'll write it down here. Actually, this is my first class. I think it's my second class. I'm using my iPad and taking this class. Yeah. Okay. So let it be rapido revision. So now what is this rapido revision? Okay, Sakshi says, ma'am, tests are helping me in revision. I can gauge how many I really know the topics. Yes, Sakshi, that will definitely help you. Yeah, see, rapido revision in the sense, your revision should not be just rapid. It should be rapido revision. That means two times of rapid revision. Okay, for example, if you're a BTech student, you know how many books you read a night before your exam. You just sit out throughout the night and just complete all the subjects, give your test, you will pass with a very good percentage and come back. Right? But I'm not asking you all to make night outs. This is, and yeah, this is one more important thing. Do not go with night outs now. Stop. If at all you have this habit or circadian rhythm of sitting late nights, stop it now itself. And please acclimatize. Let your body get acclimatized to the schedule of UPSC. You are going to write the exam during daytime, not at night time. So you have to be active during daytime. If at all you are going to stay nocturnal, like a night bird who is going to stay like without sleeping during the night, then your productivity will be low during the day. Please don't do this mistake. Please don't let this mistake result in failure. Okay, so please like align your timetable in such a way that you sit throughout the day, and that will increase your productivity. Okay, yeah. So now rapido revision, like the night before your BTech examination. Now, what do I mean by saying rapido revision? See, if we take subjects, polity, we have economy, environment, modern history, geography, science and tech, culture, ancient history, medieval history. Okay, these are the subjects from which we are going to get the questions. Right. Now, first thing, anybody, be it anybody, any student, whenever he thinks about prelims, the first subject which comes to his mind is polity. Is there any student who will get other subject to his mind, to his or her mind, whenever they think about prelims? Please tell me. Okay, Rathod says no. Yeah, so it's usually 95% of the students, whenever they think about prelims, they will get polity in mind, because polity is that much important. Even if 4 questions are asked in a year, you think polity is important, right? Yes, exactly, Sakshi. Polity and Lakshmikant go hand in hand. Now, what do I mean by saying differentiating subjects and prioritizing them itself? In the sense, you have to, from tomorrow onwards, if at all you have done something till today, that's totally fine. But from tomorrow onwards, in this rest of the 24 days, please see to it that you complete most of the polity subject first, because completing polity increases your confidence in immense level. I just can't use this like I'm not able to stress this word properly. I'll write it here. Immense confidence. Okay, so first try to complete this polity. Now when we are going to prioritize the subjects, the next one is economy. I know most of you are weak in economy, but still, what is UPSC doing? UPSC is asking economic questions from basic level. If you see the previous year questions, it is not asking anything deeply. It is asking only basic level questions related to current affairs. So you do your economic basic from one book and then current affairs. That's it. Then environment, current affairs, and you can follow any book which you have been following, and you can also check out the file posted by Vivekananda sir. Then for modern history is also one more important subject, and everybody knows what to follow for modern history, right? So do that spectrum, complete that NCRTs. You might have completed that NCRTs till now. Then after that, you have geography also, like you can follow NCRTs and GC Leong. We have done GC Leong in a very good way, in a very extensive way, as part of my module. Then science and tech, everything about science and tech is current affairs, right? Then culture, you can definitely and doubtlessly you can follow the document of Vivekananda sir. Ancient history, medieval history are least important, but still questions can be asked. You don't know what UPSC gives you as a shock, right? So questions can be asked. So do not ignore this. Just focus on NCERT and keep on doing mock test. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Now what I want to suggest you all is, now we have 24 days time. 24 days. Now what I want to tell you all is, take 3 days for polity. I mean, allocate 3 days for polity, allocate 3 days for economy. Then for environment, you need 2 days. For modern history, 2 days. Geography, 2 days. Science and technology, 1 day. Please pay attention here. Culture, 1 day. Ancient history, 1 day. Medieval history, 1 day. Now, can anybody just count this number of days and tell me? Anybody please count this number of days I have mentioned, I have allocated to these subjects and tell me. Kaveri says 16. So now when you allocate so many days to these subjects, what does it mean? It means that in 16 days, you are rapidly completing static part. Now, one question may arise in your mind. Ma'am, can I do this? Can I do this polity in 3 days? I will say, yes, you can do this. At this point of time, your mind will be so active that if you dictate anything to your mind will listen to you. Definitely it will listen to you. So if you want to complete polity in 3 days, you will definitely complete polity in 3 days. Economy, allocate 3 days. Environment, 2 days. Modern history, 2 days. Geography, 2 days. Science and tech, 1 day. Why? Because it is only current affairs, which you have been reading from the past 1 year. Culture, only 1 day. Just read the document of sir. Everything has been immensely covered. Yes, Fayaz, I'm definitely going to repost that again. Okay. Yes. Now, ancient history, medieval history, 1 day. So this is only for revision. Sit with that NCERT for 1 day and just complete revising quickly. Read between the lines. Don't go deeply. Now this is, I'll tell you one more thing. Yeah. Now this is that point where you will like everything you read. I repeat, now this is that particular point where you will feel interest in reading more. If at all you come up with any new topic, you will go in depth into that topic because you will find it interesting now. You will think that, I should have read this before. I should have read this last month. Now I find it very interesting. So I'll allocate some time to read this. How many of you experience this? Tell me. Supraja says yes. Others? So exactly. So yeah. So your mind will become inactive in this way. You will feel like knowing more about that, which is not actually necessary. So your mind is going against you. This is this time where you have to give directions to your mind. Directions to your mind by saying that in 3 days, I have to complete polity no matter what. That's it. And I'll put it aside. Then I'll go with economy. I'll put it aside. So in 16 days, you will be done with all the static subjects. Then how many days will be remaining for your exam? 16 minus 24. Tell me. How many days will be remaining for the exam? 8 days. So 8 days, you can just keep on revising the toughest parts. Now, don't you feel there is some burden decreased in your mind after seeing this? Please mute yourself. Don't you think a lot of burden has decreased in your mind now after seeing this? In 16 days, you're doing with everything. You're doing static part. You're completing it. And 8 days, you're left with revising the toughest parts. Right? Yeah. Now, one more important thing. Now, I told 16 days for static part and 8 days for keep on revising. But all these 24 days, I repeat, all these 24 days, you have to do this. CSAT, allocate 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours. Current affairs, allocate 1.5 hours. Miscellaneous, I'll come back to that miscellaneous. Mocks revision also, I'll come back. Now, full length test. This is the time where you have to start doing your full length test. Just put away and stop doing the sectional test. Okay, this is the time to do full length test. Now, what I suggest is put 4 hours of time for your full length test. Please listen to me very carefully. Keep 4 hours of time for your full length test. That means try to complete your test in 1.5 hours. Don't take complete 2 hours. This is not UPSC examination to give you toughest questions or to give you those questions where you have to apply a lot of knowledge. No institute can equate the questions given by UPSC. So try to complete the test in 1.5 hours. And how many hours is remaining? How many hours is remaining? In 4 hours, how many hours is it remaining? 2.5. Now, is 2.5 hours not sufficient to analyze that question paper? It's enough, right? It's more than enough. Because this is not the time to keep 4 hours or 5 hours for analyzing the question paper or FLTs. Okay, so do this thing. 4 hours for a full length test, 1.5 hour, do the test, and then 2.5. Now, one more suggestion I would like to give you all is, in this particular time, do not read everything deeply. Just keep on quickly seeing it, because at this point of time, if your eyes see even a one word, you will definitely remember this word in the examination hall. If you put your full concentration into that analyzing question paper, then obviously if you see one single point quickly, you will definitely remember that in your examination hall. So don't let your mind inactive, and don't do it inactively. Do it actively. Do this analyzing thing actively. Okay, done. 4 hours. Now, in a day, you're doing 1.5. Please concentrate again. 1.5 hours for 1.5 hour for CSAT, 1.5 hour for current affairs in a day. So 3 hours. 3 hours, and then full length test 4 hours. 7 hours. Now, how many hours? For example, if you're studying for 14 hours on an average. 14 hours on an average, and this is the time for you. Don't say, Amma, 14 hours. No, this is the time. You can put 15 hours also. You can do it. Okay, 14 hours on average if we take. So 1.5 for CSAT, 1.5 for current affairs, then 4 hours for FLT. So how many hours? 7 hours. Now, if you're doing 14 hours, how many hours is left over? 7 hours. Now, put this 7 hours for static revision. For example, I told you polity, day 1, spend 7 hours on rapid revision. We have decided 3 days for polity, right? So day 2, 7 hours. Day 3, you can reduce this day 3 to 5 hours, where the other 2 hours, what you can do is 1 hour for miscellaneous. And 1 hour for previous test revision. Now, is this clear to everybody? Please tell me, do you have any doubt till here? All of you understood how did we divide our day of 14 hours? To read more than 11 hours a day. Chaitanya, that's totally, that differs from person to person, Chaitanya, but still it is doable. It is doable. Okay. Yes. Like if at all you feel tense, then wrap everything up quickly in a day and then sleep. If you like, giving priority to sleep is also important, but then you can still do it, because some students, they can't sleep unless and until they complete something. This is that particular point of time where if at all you keep a schedule, you won't sleep properly if you don't complete that schedule. If you can do it in 11 hours a day, then obviously you can do it. If you want to do it 11 hours a day, then reduce this polity 7 hours to 4 hours, complete it in 4 hours, and then sleep. Like this also you can do, Chaitanya. Okay. Yeah. So now see, yeah, this 7 hours can be like, it depends on persons to person. You can decrease this also as per your requirement. Okay. But what I want to say is, in a day, what are you doing? You're doing static part, you're doing CSAT, you're doing current affairs, you're doing FLT. Now, don't you think this is the effective way of completing your day? How many of you disagree with me? Tell me. static part, CSAT, current affairs, FLT, full length test. So make sure you prioritize your day in this way that all these 4 aspects should be done, All these 4 aspects should be done in a day. Okay. Yeah. In this static part, you can reduce your time depending upon you and then add this miscellaneous. Now, what are this miscellaneous? Miscellaneous in the sense, all the, like, whatever questions, committees part, like in Gati sessions, I've made you all maintain a notebook, right? So do that notebook in this 1 hour. All this committees part, if you take biosphere reserves, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, then what else? All the international organizations, map pointing. Okay. All the World Bank aspects, IMF aspects. That notebook, you can do this in 1 hour. Keep doing this every 3rd day. Then you'll complete that notebook also. Then one more 1 hour I have given for revision of mocks. Because once you're analyzing your mock test, till now I think you have kept around 5 to 6 hours for analyzing your mock test. But now it should be reduced to only 1 hour because it should be rapid revision of mocks. So just see the question, see the answer, and then you should know what are the points I missed in this answer and how did I make this, how did I go wrong here? This is how you will analyze. Now tell me, is this point clear to everybody? This is how you'll differentiate. So I told you polity, just go through the important aspects. For example, in polity, you should not miss the first chapters of Constitution. Then fundamental rights, DPSP, fundamental duties, president, governor, parliament, state legislature, court, judicial thing, tribunals, local self-government, the election commission, finance commission, all these should not be missed. So you know what are the important aspects of polity. So read those in static part. Economy, I told you basic, just go with basic book. Environment, modern history, geography, everything. Now current affairs, like you can follow, you have been following any one current affairs book. So do follow that, keep revising that very, very quickly. CSAT, every day, 1.5 hour, do it in the afternoon. Please do CSAT in the afternoon. CSAT strictly in the afternoon. Even if you feel sleepy, you have to do CSAT. Because CSAT involves your application of mind, and that is where your sleep will go away. This will definitely happen. So please do CSAT strictly in the afternoon. And one more thing is, what I usually suggest to students is, do not go after mocks. Do not go after mocks for CSAT. You already have the best reference material for CSAT. Can anybody tell me what is that? That's it. PYQ. Do not do any other mocks. Do not do any other mocks. Just do previous year questions, be it comprehension, be it aptitude, anything. Just go with PYQs. Keep on practicing them. Keep on practicing the concepts. Okay, you'll definitely do well in CSAT. This is one aspect. Then I told you for current affairs, you'll anyway do mocks. I told you miscellaneous. I told you mocks revision. Yes, full length test also I told you. Now, if you can strategize this aspect in the rest of 24 days, you will definitely gain a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. Right? Is this clear to everybody? Do you have any doubts? Please tell me. Did I clarify your doubts, or do you still have any doubts? Do you disagree with whatever I told you? You're totally open to tell me whatever you want to tell me. Yeah, one more aspect is, do not divide your day into many segments. As I told you, divide it into only 4 segments. So your day should be divided into only 4 segments, 4 important segments. It is this 4 segments which will help you in clearing prelims. Because static, CSAT, current affairs, full length test. This is for practicing MCQs. Because you should know how you're applying your mind in practicing MCQs. That will come only if you practice your mock test. Yeah. Now I want to just know how many of you feel that they have not started mock test yet, or at least full length test yet? How many of you are there, like in the students who are attending this class now? How many of you have not started the full length test yet, or still doing sectional test? Okay, I received a response from Shweta. Other people, please respond quickly. We'll end the class in 5 minutes. Please respond. Do you want me to repeat the question? Okay, Sakshi says doing it almost every day, ma'am, weekdays. Okay, very good, Sakshi. How many of you are still doing the section test? Yeah, okay, mocks is fine, but I'm talking about full length test and sectional test. Okay, Manohar, very good, Manohar. Kundan says, okay, yes, very good, Kundan. Tejasri, no, Tejasri, don't do this mistake. From tomorrow onwards, do a full length test every day. Now, it is the time. It is the time. I'll write it here for you. It is the time to stop sectional test. Irrespective of where you stand in your individual subjects. Okay, irrespective of where you stand or like how you prepare, just stop sectional test and do full length test. This is very, very important. Okay. Yes, because when you do sectional test, you will get into that comfort zone because you will be knowing all related concepts and you may score well. Whereas do sectional test, do full length test. Do full length test to know how you'll apply your mind for unknown questions. Okay. Yeah, Avinash says, okay, very good, Avinash, but still keep continuing because you have this free UPSC PDF test available on internet, right? So if you just open that website, you will get the sectional full length test of Vision IAS, Vajiram, Insights, Shankar IAS, IAS Baba. So you have many tests to do. These 24 days, do 24 full length tests. Okay. Yes, very good, Kaveri. Tulasi says, ma'am, but in marks they're giving some random questions. Yeah, that's what Tulasi see. Those random questions should not demotivate you. They should instill strength in you. Why? Because these tests are giving you an opportunity to know this random questions. Now just imagine what will the situation be if these random questions are directly asked in UPSC. That day you will feel bad. After the exam, people will be releasing all videos right about the test. Now they'll say like this question came directly from Vision IAS material. They'll underline that, they'll highlight that particular statement, and that particular day you are definitely going to regret for not going to that test. So today's random questions in your mock test are the pathway for success for your UPSC prelims. Is this clear, Tulasi? So do not feel fear about this random questions. Learn everything because every question is a teacher for you. Every question is a teacher for you. Right? Yeah. So is this session helpful to you all? Do you have any doubts? Tell me. Anybody has anything to disagree? Yeah. One last important thing. Just believe that you can do this. You can definitely do this. When everybody else is doing, when all the people, like other people who you know, your cousins, your friends, when they are clearing prelims, why can't you? Even you can clear prelims, definitely. After the exam, you are going to text Vivekananda sir personally that you are clearing prelims with a comfortable margin, provided how you make use of this 24 days. Okay, yeah. So ABR says very useful, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ABR. Sakshi says, ma'am, tell about PYQs. How should we allocate time? Sakshi, PYQs in the sense, see, for CSAT, you're anyway doing PYQs, right? Now, when I told about this mock test, when I told about revision of this mock test, why don't you include alternate days? Why don't you do it alternate days? One day, do 100 days of FLD, 200 questions of FLT. Next day, take a random UPSC paper, take 2016 paper, sit for 2 hours, one and a half hours, sit for 1.5 hours and do that paper. So even that is like a full length test paper to you, right? Yeah, one more thing. Please do not do previous year questions subject wise. Now this is not the time to do it. I'll write it here. Do not do PYQs subject-wise now. Because your mind should be, apologize for my handwriting, okay, should think in a random way. Okay, see, your mind should think in a random way. If at all you do PYQ subject-wise, do you think your mind will think in a random way? Definitely no. You will think only from that subject perspective. So do not do PYQ subject-wise. Take, if I tell you FLT every day, for example, tomorrow you take 2015 paper, sit for 1.5 hours, do it. That becomes a full-length test. And day after tomorrow, you take a Vision IS test and do it. After that, you take another 2014 paper, do it. Next day, you do Vajiram test, do it. This is how you have to randomize your PYQs. Okay. Yeah, Dharmasai, okay. Kaveri, very effective strategy. Yeah, welcome, Kaveri. Manohar says, ma'am, can you do this type of session every Manohar wants me to do this session every week. We'll see, Manohar. Actually, today, Vivekananda sir was supposed to take the class, but he's actually very, very busy. So he told me to take the session. So I'm just in. So Sakshi says, yes, this session gives us boost into clear prelims. You will definitely clear prelims, Tejasvi. Once you follow everything effectively in this 24 days, definitely will clear prelims. Because do you know, see, interviews, I'll tell you one thing. Interviews are still going on. And what is the number of people who are going to clear the interview? It is around 800 to 900. Rest of the people, around 3,000 or 3,500 members will be qualified for interview. Rest of the people will again sit for prelims. Now, how many days will they have? They will just have around 20 days, because up till interview, their mind will totally be concentrated on interview only, not on prelims. Prelim strategy is different, right? And they will have some 20 odd days to prepare for prelims. And still, people who don't clear interview will clear next prelims effectively. Why? Because they know how to utilize this remaining 20 odd days effectively. Now you have 24 days without this burden of not clearing interview. These people will have to face that failure also. They have to come out of that mindset that they have failed at the interview stage. And again, they have to start back from the first stage of prelims. But still they will sit. That determination you should have. Is this clear, everybody? So compare yourself with the people who are going for interview and who are going to come back by not seeing their names in the final list, because it is only around 800 to 900 people whose name will be in the interview list. Yes, they have cleared before also, they know the trick. No, Sakshi, see, we know many people who have cleared prelims consecutively for 3 to 4 times and have failed the 5th time. Who have been to interview and still failed the prelims for the next time. I know an IPS officer who is consecutively failing prelims from the past 3 years. He wants to become an IAS officer and he is consecutively. And shall I tell you one more thing? He was the first person to get into IPS. He was the first person. I mean, the cutoff rank for IAS was just before his rank, and he was the first person in the country to get into IPS. And from the past 3 years, he's failing to clear prelims. So prelims is not an easy thing, and you should not think that the people who have already cleared it will clear definitely. No, it is their effort. It is their effort. They are putting that rightful effort in the remaining 20 odd days to clear prelims. Now, why can't you do that? You still have 24 days without the burden of having this failure in your mind. So why can't you do it? You can definitely do it. Okay. Yeah. So now let's end our session. Any doubts you have, please tell me. Supraja says, thank you so much, ma'am. Feeling blessed to be your student. I'm going to do it. Yeah, you're welcome, Supraja. I feel so happy to see such messages. Yeah. So I'm going to share this PDF in the group and also the culture document. I'll ask sir to repost the culture document, or I'll post it. It was Fayaz, right? Fayaz, was it you? Who was the person who asked for culture PDF? I'm sorry if I mentioned the name wrong. Please tell me. Like that person, is he part of Gati or Lakshya, so that it will be easy for me to repost that culture document. Okay, Fayaz. So are you part of Lakshya or Gati? Gati. Okay, fine. Then I'll post this culture document as well as environment document is in the recent files only. Okay, so Sakshi says, all good, ma'am. Feels so good to hear from you, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, good night, Sakshi. You're welcome. So fine. Yeah. So please make sure you follow this 4 aspects every day. From tomorrow onwards, you have to do static. Then at the end of the day, before sleeping, tick mark that static part, tick mark that CSAT part, tick mark that current affairs part, tick mark that FLT part. Then you will sleep peacefully. You will not have sleep issues also. Okay. ABR says, please post in Lakshya. Okay, definitely, ABR, I'll do it. Yeah, Fayaz. Okay, environment also, I'll post it. Okay. Yeah. So yes, all the best, everybody. Yeah, all of you, the people who are attending this class should tell sir as well as me, if possible, that you're clearing prelims with a very good margin on the day of prelims. Okay, we are expecting a lot of people this year. So you should be in that list. Okay. Yeah. So good night, everybody. Keep working hard. And I repeat, you all can do this. You all can do this. I'm writing it here for you again. You all can do this. Okay. Yes. Yes, ABR, you have to clear. You have to clear. No matter what, you have to clear. That's it. That's it. There is no other excuse, no other nothing. There should not be any other reason for you. You have to clear prelims and you have to sit for the mains. That's it. That should be your only aim in this 24 days. You can do everything possible for a human being in this 24 days. That's it. Okay. Yes. Good night, everybody.